It's goofy. It's goofy, and I kind of want it, but I think we'll go back to this. Because this is also causing a ton of bloom. So yeah, I think we'll go back to that. I don't want to let me try that again. I don't want to equip the Inferno armor, because there's an even sicker version later. I forgot how to unlock it, but there's an even cooler red armor. I mean, yes, but I think there's also another cooler sword later on. But yeah, I've never used the Sai. I've always stuck with the polearm and the big scissors, which we'll get later. Spoilers for a game that's 10 years old. Which, hey, damn it. By the time this goes live, whatever that, like, announcement that Platinum is supposed to make, that should be public. So, either, hey, did you see that thing that Platinum announced on Twitter? Wasn't that awesome? Or, god damn it, Platinum.
You killed Monsoon. I'm impressed. The brains are in the server room undergoing training. Knock yourself out. Go nuts.
Okay. Yeah, Platinum's been teasing, like, stay tuned. We have something to announce or celebrate for the 10th anniversary of this game. Which, of course, by the time this goes up, that'll have already happened. So either, hey...
I'm sorry, sir. Our business hours for the day have ended. We are looking forward to your next visit.
I'm not here for business, woman.
Watch out!
What?
They keep on coming.
Where? They were in the world. Hey. One of these guys. Oh, I can't believe it did that again. I can't believe it did that again. That's happening a lot. That is happening a lot. Somebody's shooting. Whoop, I missed. Whoop, I missed. Uh-oh, there we go. There we go. Now we'll use it. Ooh. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Well, shit.
Sundowner contacted you from the top floor. Time
That he
to
did.
make your way up there.
Yes, we need to go all the way up to the executive office. We need to go all the way up to office floor. Wasn't there something... Okay, maybe not this game. There's a game where something's hidden behind the counter. I don't remember what it was. It may have been Astral Chain. Oh my god, I think it's Astral Chain. Yes, it is. In the last level. It's the big medical building. I forgot what it's called. Don't mind if I do. I do remember, yeah, because I was going to say, I do remember that there's like a turret section coming up. Dead serious. Dead serious. I also think there's something on the other side. No, there can't be, because you can't get over there. I'm sure you can, like, technique your way over. Ton of rockets, ton of grenades. More rockets. More rockets. I know we trigger this at some point. I think I actually have to go
The
here.
elevators appear to be disabled, which we should have expected, I suppose.
I will access the control unit. Perhaps you can hack an elevator and make it operational.
Ooh, splendid idea. By all means, yes. It
Not
seems
yet.
The guards are storming the building. Titan, get back to the entrance. Buy me some time to get this elevator operational. You can control that UGT as well, yes? Give them hell.
How'd you guys get up there so easily? Oh, that's not good. I'm under the impression there's somebody behind me just hacking away at my ass. Actually there is. I can see the distortion. He will have to wait.
Wunderbar! My hack was a success.
Oh, great.
The elevator right.
Elevator will have to wait. Is there somebody... Oh, I hit it on the first. Whoops. Oh, that's even worse. Yeah, hug me now, idiot. Oh god, he's too far away.
Enough with the guards. Just get in the elevator.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Look, it gave me the Zandatsu. I'm slicing this guy's crotch. It's coming off. Or not. I'm taking your leg. I'm taking both your legs. Oh no. I don't know what happened to him. One of these is him. Or was. What else is down there? Ooh, a grad. Easy. Easy. Before we go in there, though, that's not what I wanted. I forgot what the controls for the game were already, and I accidentally used a nano paste. Is it this? There. There's the button.
Happy, Boris? They're all dead. No mercy. Just like you wanted.
Raiden.
So much
Oh,
for all that shit I
We're
said.
still in edgelord mode.
I read that only 1 in 50 soldiers can kill with zero hesitation. Guess I'm a 2%er, huh? I know what they went through, yeah. But I sure as hell didn't let it stop me.
No. I guess not.
Regular guys, they couldn't handle it. All the blood and body parts, the fear in dying eyes. Me, though, I like it. A lot. No hesitation, no regrets. Maybe it's in my blood. Maybe it's the Sears program. Probably both. The younger you learn a thing, the better you retain it, you know? I remember Liberia like it was yesterday. All the abuse, the threats at gunpoint. Next thing I know, I'm getting off on cutting guys to shreds.
Raiden.
But afterwards it was tough. Especially once I got to the US. I got counseling and education. But every time I talked with someone normal, I felt like all the killing I'd done was gonna crush me. And it didn't stop. Not in my dreams, anyway. I'd hear voices at night, calling out all my crimes, but I couldn't shut them out. The rest of my crew adapted to American life well enough, but I never could.
And it returns only now. Raiden, I'm sorry about earlier. I was too hard on you.
Nah, I'd be dead without you. I'd still be in Liberia, surrounded by crazy.
I've always known you have a dark part in your mind. Perhaps I should not have hired you at all. Perhaps you should not be near battlefield.
The hell with that. If I hadn't signed up, I wouldn't be here to help put an end to this. I gotta do what I can to stop that VR training. I'm not the only one suffering. I need to do this for my old friends. The boys back in Liberia who didn't survive. I survived all the killing, thrived on it, but the experience destroyed them.
Duh.
Sorry, I better get moving.
Boris is like, hey, maybe dismissing Raiden wasn't such a bad idea.
Keep going, Raiden.
But it's all good, my friend. It's
Keep
all
going,
good.
Raiden.
What do you think about what Monsoon said earlier about memes? You think we're all doomed to follow some coded-in routine? That there's no free will?
Well, you're always going to have restraints based on what culture you're born into. The concept of memes was first proposed by Richard Dawkins in a book called The Selfish Gene. Dawkins, a biologist, stated that even if the actions of a living thing appear to be altruistic, each of its genes is still engaging in selfish behavior, purely as a matter of survival.
Yeah, I heard about that.
He went on to define memes as a different kind of self-replicating unit. They're the genes of a culture, from fashion to chord progressions in music, even political expression. And just like normal genes, they replicate. They grow, infecting more and more people.
You
It's
buy a
true.
shirt you like and put it on. Other people see you wearing it, then buy it for themselves.
Yeah, the genes of a culture makes it all sound pretty lofty. But the way Dawkins puts it, memes can also transmit worthless things, even the bad parts of a culture. Fashion's one thing, but value-related memes can put huge restraints on people's lives. For example, the idea that having lots of money is the ultimate goal, the thing we should all strive for.
Like in the US.
Any capitalist country, really. But anyway, you catch this money worship meme, then not only are you trying to get rich, you're also spreading that idea to other people. You have to. If that meme isn't the cultural norm, then what are you working for?
So you start spreading the word about how important it is to succeed, earn status.
Right. And the really contagious memes can be even worse. For example, revenge.
Oh,
A guy
yeah.
sees his countrymen killed by terrorism, so he becomes a terrorist and retaliates. It's an infinite loop.
I think it's the same thing with child soldiers. Kids' parents are killed by other kids, so they join the war next and start killing other people's parents. There's gotta be a way to break the cycle, though.
Dawkins wrote about that too. How we can rebel against our genes and memes. Once you're aware of your own memes, you can train yourself to identify and replicate the good ones.
And kill the bad ones.
Right.
Well, that starts with me stopping this VR shit. The Sears program's one hell of a bad meme machine.
My favorite meme at the moment is Badass Skeleton. That's all. I know that was supposed to be a serious segment, and it kind of
Guess all
was.
the staff's already gotten out.
Probably. There's an evacuation notice for the entire neighborhood, in case you hadn't noticed. Can't exactly have civvies running about with cyborgs blowing the place up all around.
I'm not complaining. This way I won't have to hold back. Too bad the cyborgs didn't go with them. I'm not even here to fight them.
Yeah, but if you're expecting to find the guys behind all this, you're probably too late.
I know. I'm just here to get the brains back. Anyone who ran this operation, worked on it, stood by and let it happen, I'll deal with them later.
Smart plan. Wouldn't be much of a warrior if you started hacking up helpless non-cyborgs anyway. Those guys, we'll get them another way.
Such as?
Well, I mean,
Well, legalese?
just getting the brains on our side could change a lot. World Marshal's got an iron grip on the government. Wall Street, too. Legal action's not gonna work. But you can bet the media's gonna descend on Denver like flies once you're done here. Once you've rescued those brains, they can start talking about VR training. If nothing else, it'll definitely change public opinion. And quickly. World Marshal's stock will plunge, giving them less influence in Washington. We could see a managerial change. And, you know, the guy running the project would probably be demoted. Reassigned at least.
Demoted. For cutting up kids? That's punishment? It's gotta be Armstrong running all this. A guy who publicly has nothing to do with World Marshal.
Yeah.
Anyway, he'll have to wait. The way Monsoon was talking, Sam and Sundowner are in here somewhere. Taking them out's a start, at least.
Sounds like Monsoon was a victim of the Khmer Rouge.
Yeah, Pol Pot's regime. They killed nearly the entire intellectual class of Cambodia, all in an attempt to create a communist agrarian society.
Some reports claim they wiped out a third of the entire population. Just insane. Even without knowing exactly what happened to him there, you can start to see why he thinks the world is diseased.
A little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what gave him his whole survival of the fittest worldview. Just one long series of traumatic events.
Well, directly or otherwise, the Khmer Rouge messed up a whole lot of lives. But all their victims didn't start thinking like Monsoon. People have to stop the cycle of violence somewhere. Stop the bad meme, I guess you could say. Of course, that's easy for me to say, having grown up in a nice, stable first world country.
Nah, I get it. Growing up in bad circumstances, it's no excuse for the crimes you commit.
Yeah.
Hey Kev, that piece of shit
Oh
who
man,
killed
we're still
Imani,
going.
is he one of those almighty winds?
Yeah. Goes by Sundowner. It's a folk name for this warm air current in Southern California. He's also, well, not the formal head of Desperado, but pretty much their de facto leader. Let's see. Born in Alabama, family was poor. Solid student, decent grades, but no money for college, so he joined the army. Says he fought in Panama in '89, then Iraq again, Afghanistan. In 2008, he drops out of the service and starts doing merc work for various PMCs. He was active all through the SOP years. Built up quite a reputation. Apparently, the Sundowner handle comes from all the blood he leaves behind. Looks like the sunset. Anyway, an IED put him out of action for a few years. But then, cyborg tech brought him out of retirement. The Army investigated him for possible war crimes. A few times, looks like. Desecrating remains, torturing POWs, some wrongful deaths. No convictions, though.
Pretty rosy past, huh? Not that I'm one to talk.
Hey, come on, buddy. You know that's not fair. You were just a kid. You didn't know what you were doing. And it's not like they gave you a choice.
Yeah. Thanks, Kev.
I was gonna say I actually know people like that until we got to like the war crimes and torturing people part.
It's a pretty weird hilt Sam had on his blade.
Damn, we're still going.
It had
I
some
know it's a
kind of
gun. It's
explosive
sick.
charge built in. Helped him unsheath quicker. A cheap trick if you ask me.
Maybe it was, but he did cut your arm off. Besides, if you get down to it, just being a cyborg's not exactly fighting fair, is it?
Maybe not. But I'm not saying any and all science isn't fair.
It's weird how the blade pointed downward, too. I thought samurai swords always pointed up.
It could be to help him unsheath it faster. Maybe it's part of the original Uradachi style, or something Rodriguez invented over in Brazil.
An underhanded blade for an underhanded fighting style, huh? I like it.
Guess all the staff's already got.
Probably.
Okay, now we're back to edgelord mode. So we've run the
Once you've world and
Demote. It's gotta be a guy. Anyway,
we've run all the dialogue here. So Courtney, what do you have to say about all that?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
All that.
Pretty cool,
Guess I was
huh?
Jack the Ripper all along. All that talk about justice.
What's your
Here
favorite
I am,
meme?
Just another killer.
Is it Bad Luck Brian?
Listen, I want you off this mission. You don't have to go through this. Kev or Doc can handle saving for me.
Raiden, I don't want...
It's my responsibility to stop them before they make another Jack. It's my duty, no one else's. That's the way it is. Live by the battlefield, die by the battlefield.
Raiden, listen.
Courtney, this isn't the place for you. Keep working with me, and you're gonna wind up someplace dark.
I'm fine with that.
What?
They're kidnapping kids. They're ripping their bodies, tearing up their souls to make soldiers. I feel like they have to pay for this. If I just quit here, how would I live with myself?
Courtney.
I mean, maybe I'd be happier going back to school, getting my MBA, making 6 figures. But now I know. I've seen the truth. And I can't just forget it. Maybe I can't do what you can, but come on. At least I can handle your data. So do you want to save or not?
I'm gonna hit no.
No? If you say so. If you change your mind, just say the word.
You're sure about this?
Positive. Look, you know you aren't Jack the Ripper. I mean, sure, you don't exactly hate every minute of your job out there, but the Raiden I'm talking to right now, he's the same one I've always known. The one who'd put his life on the line to protect the innocent. Not just some maniac with a knife.
Who knows? Maybe I'm just out for revenge against everyone who made me this way.
It's more than that, Raiden. That much I know.
In any case, I'm going to stop this VR training.
All right. Good luck, Raiden.
For real this time.
Ever eaten Cambodian, Courtney?
What the fuck?
What? That's a little random.
Apparently that's where Monsoon's from, originally. Just trying to cover all the bases.
Not sure how.
Courtney,
to
the world sucks. Memes.
Well, the 2 Cambodian dishes
Left
I know
arms.
best are amok and something called pong
So,
chi
what's your favorite food?
Amok is fish covered in coconut milk and other flavorings and wrapped in banana leaves. I had it once. It's really exotic, both in looks and taste. Definitely recommended. If you like fish.
And the other?
Pong ti con? It's also known as balut in some countries.
That sounds weirdly
Pretty popular
familiar.
in Vietnam and the Philippines, too. Well, you know how I try to keep an open mind about other countries' cuisine. But balut is definitely a love-hate thing.
So, what is it?
Well, it's basically a boiled
Oh,
duck
right,
egg.
except the egg's already been fertilized.
But the embryo's fertilized, so there's this duck-like thing inside. I've tried a lot of odd foods in my time, but that's where I drew the line.
Don't be so picky, Courtney. Maybe it tastes better than it looks.
Okay. How about you try it first, then?
Sure. Once I'm done here, we'll all have to go out for it together.
Deal. You better make it back and keep that promise, Raiden. I'll watch you eat it, at least.
Wimp. I am looking forward to ending this, though. Wouldn't mind getting my old jaw back. Would be a little hard to eat normal food without it, you know.
You could always use a straw.
Yeah, suck up an unborn duck through a straw. Top Gear Cambodia special. It was either Cambodia or the Vietnam special on the mopeds. I was trying to remember. I was like, where the hell have I seen somebody eat balut before? Also, Fear Factor. Back in the NBC Joe Rogan days.
What's up? No? Did you need anything else?
No, guess not. Just wanted to hear the sound of your voice.
Oh, save it for your wife, Raiden.
I'm always gonna let that play out.
So, Doc, what are we gonna do with those brains?
Well, I appreciate the bountiful data we've gleaned from them so far. But they're certainly draining a great deal of my lab's resources. If not for the costs, we'd gladly host them well into the future.
Don't think I can cover that. I'm unemployed now, remember? Besides, it wouldn't be healthy for the kids.
It's certainly more healthy than a hard-scrabble life in a disease-ridden alley.
Well, if you put it like that, yeah. But they can't even engage in real human interaction. They're facing an entire life spent in a virtual room. It's not right.
Well, we could expand their VR quarters and add more human communication. Would that work?
You're missing the point, Doc.
Ah, I spoke in jest. In fact, we've already begun researching a prototype child body. But you must realize our lab cannot provide these bodies free of charge.
Yeah.
And once in physical bodies, the question then becomes how they will live after that.
Well, all right, let's pick this up later. I gotta worry about the brains at World Marshal for now.
Yes. Worry about getting that data first.
Just do like a bunch of Georges, because you guys said you were gonna use the child body for now, and then once he gets older, replace it with a like adult or teenager body.
So, Doc, what do we got?
Well, if not...
Besides,
It's-
well, if you're
Well,
you're missing...
but you must realize our lab cannot provide these bodies free of...
Yeah.
And...
Well, I gotta worry about...
Yes.
Wolf?
Can you tell me more about the learning program you mentioned before? Like, how'd you learn to speak?
Through an extensive battery of conversations with the researchers who doubled as my instructors. To acquire literacy, I was provided a steady stream of website text and ebooks. I understand it was largely similar to the process through which a human child learns language.
Yeah.
You're pretty well spoken for a 3-year-old.
For the first year, I was effectively an infant. Rapid progress occurred only after I received text reading capability. With digital data, there is no need to read text one letter at a time. I am capable of processing plain text at a speed of 60 megabytes per minute.
And that's pretty fast?
Yes, it is not simply a matter of text search. Advanced cognitive reasoning is required to truly understand the intent behind the words.
What did you talk with your teachers about?
Miscellaneous matters, breakfast table greetings, the structure of elementary particles, the challenges resulting from rapid globalization, recent trends in popular music. However, as DARPA-funded military research...
That's something I
was
say as a
rarely treated
joke.
as anything more than equipment.
Makes sense. You were made to be a weapon.
On the other hand, some of them treated me like a pet or as a child. Just as a parent passes on their memes to a child, so I was exposed to numerous influences. Memes I encountered on the web and through ebooks had their effects as well.
Yikes.
As my mind grew, the weaker memes were sifted out, and the stronger ones endured.
That's not
The
good.
resulting collection of memes is what you would call my intelligence.
That's really
Same
not
as any
good.
of us, huh?
In a way, yes. However, I lack the instinctual skills your genes grant you. I am a slave to my memes.
Literally a
Thus, as my
Redditor.
intelligence matured, I began to have doubts about my role as a weapon.
And that's what ended the project. What about the researchers that raised you?
Unknown, most likely transferred to other projects.
Ever feel like you want to see them again?
Sometimes, yes. But one cannot remain a student forever. There comes a time one must become an individual. One must find their own place in this world.
It's all good. I'm a Redditor too. A lurker though.
Can you tell me more about the learning program you meant? Like, how'd you learn to...
Through an to acquire for the wisdom.
And that...
Yes.
What did...
Missile, however,
Makes...
on the just.
Also, I don't know if 60 megabytes per minute is actually fast. 'Cause you did say megabytes, not gigabytes. Alright. Ooh, we're going to the restaurant, baby.